Live from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. The one, the only, the unexpected thrill of a lifetime podcast. Brought to you by the Evil Carousel. I'm your host, Dan Fisher. It's Monday, February 22nd. You did it! You found your happy place. Welcome back. Thank you, listeners, for being here. Hope you had a good Red Day and a good President's Day and George Washington's birthday and whatever the fuck. Strap in. Suit up. Buckle down. Get excited. This is your Pfizer shot of justice. 200 vitamins and minerals of daily enthusiasm. Home of a host of features, including but not limited to FFN News and FFN TV products. We got the video of the week, new music, the pizza tour. It's insane. I mean, where else can you go and, you hear about a guy talking about stuff going on in or not in your neighborhood. Not that impressive, but we're talking the best pizzas. This is where it all fucking started. We've got the Italian market around these parts. Where are you gonna go? That's like, come on. That's not Italy. I don't want to hear any of that nonsense. But you know what I'm saying, and you know what this is all about. And today we're going to get on with the show pretty early. We're just zooming right in. And I'll tell you, some of today's features and what we're going to be talking about is going to be pretty exciting. I think maybe, you'll be into it. Today I'm talking zebras, a little bit of Star Wars. What else we got? We're going to be talking about some movies, Donkey Kong, one of my favorite shows out there right now. Fuck, that's delicious. And I think you're going to be excited. Well, all right, well, I mean, you should be excited. That's right. Bring it on down. Anyway, I just want to thank everybody for listening today. This is a show I'm getting off the ground. I should have mentioned before, this is episode 4. Episode 4 of the podcast already. Jesus, how did we get here? But let's dive into Philly. Today is, like I said, Monday, and we are still trying to beat away this winter. Getting a little ridiculous out there. Digging out, putting salt down, digging out again, more salt, your hands are fucked, your back is sore. On to better things. The live casino is open and roaring in South Philly. I went there on Valentine's Day, and I'll tell you what, it's a clean place, man. It's a nice casino. It's looking good. I mean, I've never been actually inside of Sugar House Casino, but let me tell you, I think this is a good fit for Philly. Right by the stadiums, you walk out of the game, you're blasted out of your money. You're like, you know what? I need to blow all my money and buy some really overpriced drinks. The ATM has an $8 surcharge. I mean, this is premium shit here. You know what I mean? Anyway, moving right along. A little bit of a different order today in the format. We got the pizza tour. Another one from my hood, my neighborhood, neck of the woods, Clarkville, on Baltimore Ave. Now, Clarkville, I gotta say, is a great spot because they do some specialty things. Let me tell you, if you're looking for a spicy chicken sandwich, I shit you not, #1 spicy chicken sandwich I've ever had blows the Chick-fil-A and the Popeyes and whatever else out of the water. So give that a shot. But they also got great pizzas. They got a goat pie, one with goat meat. Never tried it. They got a honey pie that has some honey or sriracha infused honey dripped over the top. I mean, come on. This is artisan shit. I tried the 5 cheese. I'm gonna call it super deluxe pizza, and I think it was pretty good. I think it was real good. I think, let's give another round of applause for this place. I gotta say, now don't try using this story to try and get free shit, but I'll tell you what, the manager's a nice guy. I went in there on New Year's Eve, and I bought some sandwiches, some beers. I go back for more of this crazy beer. He gave me a pack for free. I was like, who's giving away free beer? I don't know, but I like it. Anyway, you had the pizza tour. You had some Philly news. You had our new updates and everything like that. That wraps up Philly. Now let's take it to FFN News. But first, a new edition of FFN. We have a new product this week. This product is it's pretty excellent. I mean, it's a product that you didn't think you need, but once you have it, you're like, holy shit, how did I ever go without this thing? It's called the Volcano Diffuser. The first ever sriracha diffuser. That's right. Some of you like your food bland. Others, you like your head to explode like a volcano. That's why, if you're hooked on spice and everything nice, you need the first ever Volcano Sriracha Diffuser. Are you a spice head? Are you a hot freak? Are you a flavor buster? Look no further. You can get your spice on through the night for prolonged spiciness. You look at the little lava light, and you smell, and you breathe in. You're never gonna be stuffed up again, folks. This is one of those products. You see it on FFN TV. You're driving in your car and you're thinking about it. And you know what? You're saying, I really do fucking love sriracha. I go crazy for that shit. Sometimes I just drink it out of the bottle. Well, now you can look no further. You know where to go. It's as simple as that, folks. And you know the way this is headed. You know the way this is going. You know the flow of the show. It's it's fucking time for FFN News. Brought to you by the Evil Carousel. FFN News Movies. Disney announces 10 new ways to destroy Mark Hamill's character. It's no secret that Mark Hamill is unhappy with the way that Star Wars is going. I mean, did you see The Last Jedi? I would be pissed off too. His character turned into an angry old man who, pretty much shunned himself away from society. All because of his family problems. Get that shit in check. FFN News Music. We're talking Taylor Swift. Swift, bored with pandemic, re-records catalog for a third time. Now, I'm not a Swift hater. Good for her. Get your music rights back. Re-record that shit. I think it's a new trend. If I were president, I would reshape the music industry. More on me being president later. We got 4 more years yet until a new president, so I'm not gonna really release my whole campaign yet. FFN Politics. Giuliani, no longer useful to Team Trump, gets fired to only his surprise. This man has been put through the ringer. He's been asked to do things no lawyer has ever done. He was withheld his pay and his dignity, and now he's let go. He's not representing Trump anymore, and only he is surprised. FFN politics continued. Senator Ted Cruz begins his transformation back to his original form of a Civil War general. Just look at his face, folks. You know he's fighting that fight. FFN News, Texas. The Lone Star State, Texas, who has been messed with and blanketed with snow, cites the current snowstorm as a reason climate change ain't real. I'll tell you, they were talking about global warming again on the radio, and they were saying the ice is melting. There's ice everywhere. I fell on it on my way to the tool shed to grab another bear. Hopefully that's not offensive to anyone. But you know it's all jokes here. We love people of all kinds. That's right. FFN News is inclusive to everyone. Thank you for listening. All right, well, I think the show is moving along pretty smooth so far today. I think it's good. I'm a fan. Well, you know what it's time for. It's time for the meat of the show, the part where we go deep, the part where I talk about what's on my mind. This is the beef. Oh! You know I love these beats. A little while into this, I'm going to play a new song, but you'll get to hear some new stuff, but I'm a big fan of this right now. Back to movies. The movie Zodiac. I gotta say, I saw that again. It's almost a 3-hour movie, so, you know, if you're alright with that, I'll tell you, Mark Ruffalo, Robert Downey Jr., Jake Gyllenhaal. I mean, this is the kind of movie you want to see. These are killer actors, killer acting. And seriously, ladies, who doesn't love a murder mystery type thing? That came out in, I think, early 2000s, but if you haven't seen it, I would highly recommend. In TV, I probably watched this show all the way through about 5 times now. But my recommendation this week, I gave him a shout out last week, Action Bronson. Fuck, that's delicious. Now that's a good show. They got episodes on Philly if you're a Philly nut, or they got episodes pretty much anywhere with all kinds of goodies and all their friends coming along. The Alchemist, Mayhem, and Big Body Bess. You know, it's a good time. And they're short episodes. You love it. Who doesn't like watching somebody eat some good fucking food and traveling around? You can't go wrong. In gaming, I've been a big fan of Gears of War 5. I've been playing a little bit of that each day and stuff, but I gotta tell you, I like kicking it old school once in a while. Donkey Kong Country Uno, the first one, we just beat it this week, and I'll tell you, those games are fucking hard. You think you get mad playing Call of Duty every time you die and you know look like an asshole, but you go back and you play some Donkey Kong, you're like, oh, this game's gonna be nothing. I've been playing, you know, Marble Blast, Minecraft, whatever. I don't know why I named those 2 games. They're nothing like this game. But Donkey Kong is a platformer. And it's going to test your patience, let me tell you, especially that last level. I only beat that last level, and I was about to go mad, let me tell you. But, oh well. Boy, another thing about being a dog owner, it's fucking great, man. I'll tell you. They're literally like little beasts that we let loose on leashes, and they're like the seeker of scents. You walk them down the street, you're looking, keeping an eye out for danger. They're not paying attention. They're smelling every smell and peeing on every corner, and it's like, you know, When are we going to be able to put these guys to work? I already talked about movies, but I gotta mention Star Wars. It was in the news today that Ryan Johnson is still coming out. Or it's Rain Johnson. One of the, I can never remember. He's still coming out with his own Star Wars trilogy. Now, I know I already bashed The Last Jedi, but we do not need another trilogy by this guy. I mean, they're talking about saying that the sequel trilogy of Star Wars was alternate history and that they might redo it. I mean, this is getting out of hand. That being said, we'll watch it. They announced so many new projects coming. I'm excited about Kenobi. I'm excited about, I guess, the Book of Boba Fett, whatever. But The Mandalorian, man, I gotta say, you might have heard me say this before. I think that is the best TV show of the last couple of years. And I think Baby Yoda is the new, or, what's his name? The child, Grunga, or, Grogu, that's what it is, Grogu. I think he is the best new character in a TV show in recent history. I mean, who doesn't fucking love that guy? He's a good boy. But anyway, I'm a big fan of Star Wars, and I also run a page. It's kind of like a passion project. It's called The Champions of the Force. And you can find that on Instagram. I sometimes write about some things in the Star Wars history. You know, sometimes I just post cool pictures on the anniversaries and stuff. But, you know, I like to celebrate Star Wars because there's something for everyone. And if you dig deep hard enough in any of those movies, you'll find something that, you know, really resonates with you, even if it is The Last Jedi. So, you know, give it a shot, give it a like, you know, and let me know, you know, basically, I guess, what you think of it, because it's going to be great. And either way, as the next song says, take that journey. Oh, man. If you know me, you know I like writing stand-up and talking about silly subjects. Well, one of my favorite subjects that I never got to talk about was zebras. Zebras are an interesting animal. I mean, look at those stripes they got. You know, I learned that a zebra's stripes, you know, I was like, well, what kind of bush are they going to hide behind with that kind of shit? Well, here, the stripes are so that when a herd of zebras are all standing together, you can't really pick any of them out because it looks just like one big mass of black and white. I mean, I don't know if you ever met a lion or not, but personally, I think they could figure that out, but I don't know. When you see those nature shows on TV and stuff, the lion going after the zebra, I always think the zebra looks good. Like, that's the animal I would like to eat. I think a zebra is secretly delicious. And, you know, I even wanted to test this theory out, and I went to the Belly of the Beast. I didn't go to Africa, but I went to Disney. And in their wild African resort, they have a buffet of all kinds of African food. So I was like, well, that's it. I'm going to find some here. Nope, no zebra kebab, nothing like that. Now, you might be asking yourself, like, why is he talking about zebras so much? Because they're interesting animals, you know? And I saw this thing in the news, and I can't remember where it took place. It was either China or Jersey. But they had a zoo, and what they did was they set up a little zebra pen, but what they did is they took donkeys, and they painted the donkeys with zebra stripes. And now, I was wondering, does the donkey know that he's being misrepresented? And when are the animal rights activists going to come out and say, whoa, this is donkey misrepresentation, you know, because, I mean, let's be honest. I mean, a zebra's probably a classier animal. I don't know. I'm not in on that zone or that world, but, you know, I can tell you that, if I was able to, I would give it a shot. I don't think that's too much to ask for. I have a theory that there's always unicorn lovers out there, and I was thinking, what if the zebra is kind of like the continuation of the unicorn species? They lose the horn falls off because, like a deer, come on, you don't always need that thing. Let's be honest. A horn gets in the fucking way. If you ask a rhino, what's the worst thing about being a rhino? The hats. That's right. That big old horn just gets in the way. So they lose the horn. They gain the stripes because they're already white anyway. Next thing you know, they're hanging out in the jungle with elephants and stuff, and monkeys, and again. When are the animal rights activists going to get after this? Because that doesn't seem right. I mean, but we all know from FFN News, what's the one animal that doesn't need a voice? The parrot. Oh, man. But there's lots to say on the zebra. I mean, I don't know. Who knows? Will I ever get to try it? Probably not. That's okay. I won't be heartbroken. There's plenty of other animals. And plants. Let's not forget plants. Listen, I'm not trying to sell you meat all the time. Whatever you want. Whatever you want to eat, you can get it here. You can get it at our cafe. Speaking of which, we are going to be slowly releasing menu items of our new restaurant, The Unexpected Thrill of a Lifetime Cafe, where you're going to get to eat all sorts of foods. The first I'd like to talk about is we have a carry-out window. That's right. If you're in the city, you just walk right after this place, right? And you can order whatever you want, but our specialty item is the spaghetti fork. That's right. You walk up to the window, you get a 2-pronged fork that is just wrapped in spaghetti. And if you're not careful and you don't eat it strategically, that's going all over the sidewalk, and there are no refunds. So bring your napkins. Anyway, more on that coming up later on. Well, not today, but in other shows. And I just wanted to mention the video of the week. I should have mentioned it when I was talking about dogs, but one of our dog friends on the show, let's just backtrack a little bit. We have Drake featured in the Chihuahua battle song. And then we have my little girl, Peppa. But then there's also Cousin Ollie. A lot of times I go to work with this guy. He picks me up in a dump truck. We drive around all day hauling materials and hauling ass, frankly. And I just made a little video about one morning when he came to pick me up. It was still dark out, and I'm like, are you serious? You're waking me up and everything? But again, I'm not going to play the whole video during the show because I want some views, all right? Let's get some views. But the video of the day, rebranded as the Friday Shorts. They're Friday Shorts because they're shorts, they're under 2 minutes, and they come out on Friday at noon. And the shorts include the condescending robot, the dog songs, the dog videos, the interviews with political people, I guess. Remind me not to wear my hat when I record the podcast. I just knock the microphone constantly with my hat. Gets in the way and everything. But anyway, I hope you like the new music. I hope you like the show. This is kind of a shorter show. I said I was going to try and keep them to 30 minutes, but this one's going to be 25. Sue me. Don't worry, you're not paying for this, so, I mean, what does it matter if I skimp out a little bit? Anyway, you know the drill. It's time for the end of the show song. Oh, yeah. This has been a fun show. I did this one a little bit early in the week so that I can make sure it was out on time for you and sounded good. I think as the weeks come on, you're going to find more and more you like. But again, this is a revolutionary new show coming to you from Philadelphia. We want to bring together people of all kinds and show them, you know what? It's not as big and scary as it seems out there. We all just need a hug, you know? This is the end of the show now. The show now. Thank you for watching.